I'm going to share my entire screen with you in order to, because I'm going to just flip between web pages and presentations and everything. So my name is Elad. I'm a digital consultant. I work with different types of companies from around the world. And today I'm going to talk about three things. A short encapsulation about what exactly is AI, and then tools, how to actually practice what Mary was talking about. And I think it's going to change your mindset around AI. So I just understood that about 90% of you do have experience with AI, and that's great. But how a machine can help me with my human skills, soft skills, power skills, I don't know, whatever you call it. Artificial intelligence actually imitates human intelligence. And the more data and information you give it, the more it can imitate you better. So you can relay on their abilities to imitate human intelligence. Let's try it real quick. I'm going to use several tools. It might be ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Copilot, whatever tool you feel comfortable with. You can try whatever I'm doing. I'm going to open up ChatGPT for that matter. And I'm going to write in, you know what, I'm going to use ChatGPT 4. And I'm just going to write here a short prompt. As you might know, a prompt is not a question to the machine that it gives you answered. A prompt actually ignites a word cloud that relates to the word that you wrote, and it just rearranges the word. What's the next word? What's the next word? What's the next word? So this information is not on Google right now, but this information actually is it's a word cloud that rearranges itself. So I just asked, according to managing up method, create a list with the types of managers exist and a description for each one. So we got the autocratic manager and the democratic manager, and maybe this list might help you figure out who is the manager in front of me, what description fits them. So a simple prompt can really enlighten some information about who you're dealing with. But I think the magic about using artificial intelligence tools, specifically generative AI tools, is creating a prompt, this igniter that is well structured. So instead of just writing down what do you need, you should write down who is it for and what's the scope of the task or the result that you want to get from the generative AI tool. For that example, a generative AI prompt can look like your task is, the target audience is, the key points are, and just elaborate around each and every one of these points. If you want to spread some AI fairy dust on your prompt, you might want to use the setup method. You actually tell the machine, act as you are a something specialist. Here is an example for a prompt structure that might help you find out how to deal with your micromanager for that example. Let's start with the setup. You are a managing up specialist. Wow. We have just created the machine act as a managing up specialist. Your task, well, the machine task is to create a table with the most important questions I need to ask my manager in order to improve our communication. As Mary just suggested, it's all about communication. So let's continue. Who is the target audience? My manager type is micromanager. So according to my prompt, it will regenerate the questions to figure out how to better communicate with them. And he's a managing up specialist. Key points are to emphasize that I have understood her expectation, this micromanager, and arrange the question in a table with a KPI for each question. This is a structured prompt with the setup, the task, the target audience, the key points to emphasize. And if I will, if I will go into one tool, for example, the ChatGPT, and I'm going to take this exact prompt. Okay, you are a managing up specialist, etc., etc. I'm just going to paste it here. What you're going to get is a table filled with questions with an explanation and purpose and KPIs for measurement. So it really, this ability to imitate human intelligence in a verbal way can help me in my journey to better communication in my workplace with a specific type of micromanager. I'm going to actually give you this prompt in the chat, and you can, just rearranging according to your needs and the spectrum. So you can just, it's like plaster. You can rearrange it and arrange it as your relationships and goals that you want to structure. And the minute you paste it in whatever tool you wish, it works on Gemini or Claude, Copilot, whatever tool it is. So the mindset that I want to suggest to you all is, if you have a task or an idea or some challenge in your work, you can prompt a generative AI tool, make them the specialist, give them the task, make them do all the work. And just remember that they will create something, but these machines don't think. They calculate. They figure things out through figures and numbers. They give statistics. So we always have to have our critical thinking in place. We always have to remember the theory and all the milestones that Mary just gave us about really thinking about who are we talking about. Don't care about what AI told me to. I just see the person in front of me. You just give me tools to help me understand the situation better and really help me in this creative learning journey. And what I want to give you, because AI is not just one tool, there are literally thousands of tools out there. There are different types of tools which I want to share with you today. And these tools can help you, increase your ability to communicate better and create a better working place. I just shared a link with you, and this link is called a Linktree. Okay, it's like AI for you. Whenever you're going to log into this link, now or in the future, you're going to see a list of tools, list of generative AI tools, which every one of them does something a little different. The first section, which is numbered, it's text chat tools, just like ChatGPT or Gemini. You can give them text and they will give you back text. But what about tools that will create presentations for us? So let's log into one tool. It's called Gamma. And after you're going to log into your account in Gamma, you will be able to create a presentation. If you will ask ChatGPT to create a presentation, it's a text tool. It will only generate the text. But here, I can generate a presentation according to my prompt. So let's have a prompt. Create a presentation about how to improve communication with a micromanager. Now let's make it in English or whatever language you choose for 8 cards, 8 slides. So it just generated an outline for my future presentation. And I can even select a design. Well, let's select, I don't know, this design. And when I'm going to click generate, this generative AI tool is going to create a full-blown presentation just in front of you according to the data set that it works around. So you can have whatever task you want, whatever presentation you want to create, really. But I don't know if Mary could just have a short presentation in no time about improving communication with the micromanager. So if it's an easier way for you to learn, for that matter, you can use these tools, not only for learning, also for your tasks. So if your manager is like on time and is very task, how did you call it, Mary? Task instead of relationship.
Task versus relationship. Yeah. Relationship. Yeah.
So it's like task oriented, and he wants it on the spot and right now, go, give me the result. Well, there's an AI for that can give them something to be happy about. It can make you 10x faster. By the way, you can also export these presentations into PowerPoint or PDF, whatever you feel comfortable with. So these tools that you just saw, text to presentations, are very nice. Also, whenever you want to try and learn new stuff, there are tools that will allow you to chat with web data. Whenever we usually research, we research through Google. And Google is very nice, it's very good. It's been here for, 20 years, I think. But this tool is called Perplexity. Perplexity does two things. First, whatever you search on, for example, let me search for something. Search online, how to improve soft skills in a business consulting company. I don't know, let's search. Perplexity does two things. One, it gives me 5 sources. Some of them are from LinkedIn, and it just searches all around the internet. And each source has a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason for these numbers is that Perplexity actually encapsulates the main ideas from each source. For here, for example, we see source number 3, communication skills. Well, what a surprise. Let's go into source number 3. And here is a website which talks about everything. So we got a summary of the website just by a simple search using a generative AI tool. Again, it's a 10x way to make an improvement on your results. According to this list and this link tree, there are other tools and other sections. For example, I'm pretty much sure that you work with PDF files or Excel files or whatever other files that you might have there. Let me show you an example of a PDF file that I've recently found online. And this is a PDF file which is about, well, mastering soft skills. Okay, wow, there is a lot to learn over here. And the fact that this is a 142 pages long makes it a little difficult. Sometimes we also get tasks from our managers to deal with these types of, well, mega documents. What should I do with that? Should I read everything? I don't have time. Well, good news is there's an AI for that. If I'm going to log into this link tree that I've recently gave you, there is an option here which is called Chat PDF. Now, I need to have a short disclaimer right about here. Whatever you're writing, typing, uploading, generating, the machines are keeping a copy of it. So you should not, I repeat, you should not upload any internal information, intellectual property, some private material. Don't do that unless you have your IT permission or you have a system in your company. So I'm just going to drop a PDF over here, and I'm going to drop this 140 something pages. And while we just blinked our eyes twice, the machine read it all, summarized it for us, and I can just click and ask a question. The PDF, it's not asking Google. It's asking the PDF for specific areas. For this example, all these short texts comes from page number 7. Okay, from this paragraph. I actually write something down. For example, let's give the Chat PDF a prompt. Hey, you have 100 and something pages. Summarize the most important soft skills that I need to know if I'm a learning and development specialist. Well, according to this 142 pages, here are the soft skills that you need to harness if you are learning and development. So I'm talking with data using generative AI tools. I can learn about myself. I can learn about my environment. I can learn a new skill. I can really double down on my professional and the way people perceive me around work. It doesn't end there. This tool that I just showed you, Chat PDF, can handle PDF files. But there is another tool over there, Chat with Uploaded File, called Claude. I want to show some of you here, which, are in the HR area, and you want to analyze the employees. What are their soft skills? How good fit are they for a position in your company? Let me show you a short example. I'm going to have here 3 CVs, 3 resumes from Mayan, from Shoshi, from Tali, 3 personalities. And I'm just going to upload these 3 files into this Claude machine. Claude can handle up to 5 files simultaneously from different types. These are all 3 PDF files. All of them are resumes. And I want to remind you, you did not read these resumes yet. But let's have the machine handle it for us. Remember, setup. You are an HR specialist. I want to choose the most suitable candidate for an administrative job in my office. My office coordinates trainings, and the job requires office managers, etc., etc. Hey, machine, could you create a table that ranks from 1 to 10 the most important abilities to perform on this job? So you can analyze a resume according to whatever is written over there. Well, not exactly analyze, but let the machine do the math and find some patterns. And look what I just got. I get it from an HR specialist point of view. You have the ability of Maayan, of Shoshi, of Tali about office manager experience, about client communication, and a short explanation for each and every one of them. I totally emphasize you to use it, not instead of meeting these people and talking to them, but just as a way to make an easier decision on us or get better result and better analysis in front of our managers, because I'm going to talk to all three of them. And it doesn't replace me to read all these CVs. But I think that Tali is going to be the first phone call that I'm going to make. Why? Because I just got a short analysis according to the data set that I've uploaded to the machine. Again, I remind you, these CV are just now, online. Don't worry. I got them from online. I got them from online sources, places where people give you their resumes after they upload it. So this is a very interesting perspective on how I can handle and deal with different types of tools which are available for me. There are tools out there that will allow us, again, this is a slide about the security measurement. This is exactly what happened to Samsung. They used ChatGPT to try to solve problems with their source code. They uploaded their entire source code, and it just got lost in the data set of OpenAI, and you got some company secrets leak. So please keep your information up close, unless it's an open information and you can analyze it. Remote meetings. Remote meetings is something which, brings us together, but not really together, if you know what I mean. Just as we experience right now, you got people without a camera, people are, in front of a camera, or people are doing something else while the meeting happens. How can I use AI in order to really improve my ability to perform in the workplace? Imagine a tool that will join the meeting and then just transcribe the people, just listen to whatever they say, transcribe it into a very, very long transcription. Who said what, when, in a timeline, really analyze it and then summarize it for us. What are the key points? What are the key tasks? If you want to look for a tool to experience with, it works both in English, even in Hebrew for my Israeli guys here. There is a tool here called Fireflies AI, and it will just allow you to join into an online meeting, Google Meet or Teams or Zoom for that matter, and listen to everyone and then analyze it for you. Yes, you need everyone's agreement on the fact of being recorded, just like you did, recording in progress, as you remember. And this really can help you figure out things, even if you're, on and off in the meeting. There is another psychology thing when doing in remote meetings. And that's something I'm manually, I literally doing right now. I'm looking at the camera, but there is an AI for that as well. Let me just make sure that I'm sharing my screen here with sound, and I'm going to check the chat right away. Okay, but take a look and take a listen to this.
So as you can see here on the left here is my original video with my eyes are going all over the place. I'm not really even looking at the webcam at all. Over here on the right, my eyes are at the webcam the whole time. They are hardly even moving. This is exactly what Gaze Redirect does. It just pretty much focuses your eyes at the webcam the whole time, really engaging your audience for the whole time.
So if you know that, people really want your attention and you have hard time to handle your attention, there are some tools out there that will, redirect your eyes to make the appearance of you looking at the camera while you're doing other thing, because you're, hyper dynamic and you have a lot on your mind and you need to read some emails while this online meeting is happening. And this machine actually, summarize it online while we're doing this. This technology is called NVIDIA Maxine, and it has another nice switch, which actually switches languages. So if communication is everything, let's get AI on board.
¿Cómo puedes superar las barreras del lenguaje con Maxine?
Well, I don't speak Spanish. With Maxine's help, now I can.
Ahora puedo hablar tu idioma con mi propia voz. Impresionante, ¿no?
Magnífico.
So if you want to, really amaze your partners or up abroad and, really change your language, These tools are about to be available for you and really increase your communication. One last thing, which is, we cannot have everything work. We should have some fun around work also. And there are tools like ClipDrop or DALL-E or Midjourney and Leonardo. Some of them are in the link tree. You can just one click away from testing them and practicing them. Sometimes people are more visual and they need the visuals. And if you can analyze that your boss doesn't need, the lists, it needs something to visualize around, you can 10x around that. There are tools, for example, like ClipDrop that I'm showing you right now, that have the ability to convert text into images at the speed of typing. Let me show you a short example. I'm going to write here a duck, okay? A duck. Show me a duck. That's amazing. A duck made out of glass. Well, show me a duck made out of glass. Thank you. Well, show me a duck made out of lemon slices. Because we've discussed about it, in our meeting, and I want to show you how it might look like in real life. You know what? We are in a car company. How about a car made out of lemon slices? Is this what you want, dear manager? Or maybe do you want, let's redesign the environment in yellow, okay? Let's have a sofa made out of lemon slices. If this is the model that you want, or maybe this is the model that you want, what do you prefer? These AI tools are at the tip of your fingers, and you can try them and really have magnificent impact on whoever is working with you. So you can take your ideas into manifestation just by typing words. So you can really understand how to work around these tools. And there are tools that are going to be able to manipulate images. So it's a little dangerous, and we have to have our critical thinking in place. And I think that one of the last examples that I want to give you here is this. I'm going to upload an image. Maybe let's do the employee of the month. And I know that my employee of the month is an extrovert. Okay, so yeah, I want to emphasize them and make them really shine. This is a tool called DALL-E. And after I've uploaded an image, I can, pick some areas and some pixels and just write a prompt around it. Let's try. Well, let's make me wearing a golden tuxedo suit, ready to party. And what the machine will do, it's going to convert only the area that I have marked down right now, my body, and it's going to convert it into pixels, just like the magical tool that you saw earlier, just creates anything. Now it's going to create it in context. So that's my before. And well, I'm a party people, Yeah, let's do some magic around the stage. You can have the employee of the month being dressed as, I don't know, a Superman or whatever you think about. My last thing that I want to share with you today is the ability that ChatGPT will give you ChatGPT 4, which is the paid version, will give you DALL-E, will give you browsing online, searching for internet, analyzing PDF files or Excel files. You can upload information into ChatGPT 4 and get everything except videos. For now, they're going to launch Sora sooner or later. But right now, there are tools that can allow you to increase communication, even if you're not there. Let me show you what I mean. HeyGen is a tool where you can upload your own image or use somebody else's image, and then you can just type in text. For example, hello everyone and welcome back to our series of modern farming techniques. Let the machine do the talking.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our series on modern farming techniques. Today we're diving into the fantastic world of micro-irrigation, and let me tell you, the benefits are truly game-changing.
Let me tell you, the AI benefits are truly game-changing. Always remember to have your critical thinking in place. Whatever the machine says, writes, analyzes, always think, is it real or not? Is it real or not? Because sometimes things might look real, but they're not. This lady was generated using a tool called This Person Does Not Exist. So with all the happy, joy that you just saw with, hey, there's AI for everything, AI can be quite dangerous as well. Well, you can generate a male at the age of 35 to 50, ethnicity Asian, refresh image. And then I can write a prompt to generate, I don't know, posts about how the politics in the United States is this and that. And you can actually see that this image was generated by AI because are there any glasses here? Well, it's just pixels on the screen. So always doubt whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you feel. And with all the respects to human skills and communication skills, probably some of our partners in the future workplace will be robots. This is exactly what Tesla is doing right now. They're teaching robots how to move. And whenever they see something, just like the humans saw, they make a movement with their hands, well, mechanical hands. And they can see and they can hear and they can speak. I think Mary is going to add some, how to manage up a robotic manager, a robot. How do you manage them? I have some suggestions before we go. Change your communication strategy, both with what Mary suggested and integrate some AI practices into it. Experiment. You have the AI tools, you have the Linktree, you have all the tools at the tip of your fingers, and create value with AI. Do good things. This is the way to adapt to the future of work. And of course, this is an encapsulation of an AI workshop, because until you're not opening your laptop and typing in some stuff and getting feedbacks from the machine, you're not there. But it's very, very, very close. We talked about the AI, the tools, the change in your mindset. Mary, what is your takeaway from this session?
Well, I can retire now because I think AI is going to help everyone have a better work life. But I really think, what my takeaway for dealing with other human beings is that I think the AI gives you a really good starting point. It helps expand your mind about the different possibilities that you could try, that you could strategize with. I think it's a nice partner to help you think through your different options and different ways about building your relationships.
If you do want to interact with us, both Mary or I, feel free to communicate with us. You can send an email or contact us on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, whatever you feel more comfortable. Mary, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye,
great
everybody.
day,
Good luck.
evening. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.